What if I told you? The first 10 minutes of your morning could decide everything. The way you feel, the opportunities you notice, the way life responds to you. Imagine a version of yourself so powerful, so clear, so certain that no obstacle in your day could shake you. That version of you already exists. You just need to wake it up. The truth is, every single morning, your mind is at its most programmable state. Before the distractions hit, before the self doubt creeps in, before your routine takes over, this is the golden window where you get to choose who you are and what you're becoming. The way you start your morning creates a ripple effect on every moment that follows. When you open your eyes each day, you stand at the edge of an opportunity to choose how you want to feel, what you want to think, and how you want to show up. Most people don't realize that the energy they wake up with determines how they respond to life's challenges, how they see the world, and the quality of experiences they attract. That first window of awareness is your most precious moment. It's like a blank canvas waiting for you to paint it with your intentions and energy. How you speak to yourself during these first few moments carries more weight than most people could ever imagine. It sets the tone for everything, from the way you handle stress to the opportunities that seem to randomly appear throughout your day. This is where momentum is built, whether you're aware of it or not. Your mind is incredibly open during this time. Science tells us that upon waking, your brain is in a highly receptive state, operating in slower theta brain waves. This is the same state of mind you enter during deep meditation or hypnosis times when the subconscious mind is most impressionable. The subconscious mind doesn't judge, it doesn't debate what you feed it. It simply absorbs, stores, and reflects it back into your life as habits, thoughts, emotions, and outcomes. So what you tell yourself in those first few minutes matters far more than what happens during the rest of the day. Those early moments are like planting seeds in fertile soil. The words you choose become your blueprint, a foundation that guides your actions, decisions, and reactions long after the morning has passed. It's not just a matter of positive thinking, it's a matter of energetic alignment. When you intentionally start your day by speaking words that align with the life you want to create, you send a signal to your brain and body that you are in control, that you are creating this day on purpose, and that you are choosing to live with intention rather than reactivity. For most people, the mornings are on autopilot. They wake up and immediately engage with the noise of the world, checking their phones, scrolling through emails, or replaying worries from yesterday. This pattern robs them of their power because it places their focus outside of themselves before they've even had a chance to align their internal state. Instead of creating the day consciously, they step into it by default, often carrying with them feelings of stress, anxiety, or disconnection. This is where most people lose the chance to set their momentum in the right direction. The mind starts running, and the day unfolds without clarity, purpose, or positive energy. They feel like life is happening to them rather than realizing they are the ones shaping it. But what if instead you paused? What if in those first few moments you chose words that energized you, uplifted you, and connected you to the best version of yourself? Imagine starting your day with a simple practice that rewires your focus and raises your vibration before anything else can interfere. It doesn't take hours. It doesn't require anything but your presence and your willingness to speak to yourself in a new way. By shifting what you say to yourself in those first critical minutes, you begin to create a new inner dialogue, one that is empowering, affirming, and aligned with the life you want to create. Words have energy, and when spoken with intention, they become a bridge between your current reality and the reality you want to step into. This is how momentum is built, by consciously choosing to start small, yet powerfully every single morning. Momentum doesn't always come from grand actions or overwhelming effort. Often it begins with the simplest things, like a few sentences spoken with clarity and belief. When you speak powerful words in the morning, you're setting a mental and emotional trajectory that will carry you forward throughout the day. Think of it as steering a ship. Even a small shift in direction at the start of the journey can lead you to an entirely different destination. By choosing empowering, intentional words first thing in the morning, you take back control of your inner world. You're no longer waiting for the world to tell you how to feel. You're no longer starting the day as a passive observer, hoping that things go well. Instead, you're stepping into the day with purpose, choosing your thoughts, choosing your energy, and choosing how you will show up in the world. This is what separates those who simply go through life from those who create their lives. When you start your morning with powerful affirmations, you align your mind and body with the energy of what you want to experience. You condition yourself to expect success, peace, gratitude, and growth before you've even stepped out the door. Your subconscious mind is the most powerful tool you possess, yet so many people live their lives without ever understanding its full potential. It operates silently beneath the surface, guiding 95% of your thoughts, behaviors, and emotions without you even realizing it. Think about this: most of the habits you engage in, the beliefs you hold, and the stories you tell yourself were programmed into your subconscious mind years ago, often during childhood or repeated experiences. These patterns continue to play out in your life on a loop, reinforcing the same results day after day. When you wake up in the morning, your subconscious mind is at its most receptive state, and this is where you have the greatest opportunity to reprogram it with thoughts and beliefs that serve you instead of holding you back. In the early hours of the day, your brain is still shifting out of a state called theta. This is a brainwave state associated with deep relaxation, creativity, and the ability to absorb information without resistance. When you're in theta, your conscious mind hasn't fully engaged yet, which means you have a direct line to your subconscious mind. Think of it as accessing the operating system of your brain before it starts running all its usual programs. Most people wake up and unconsciously step right back into their old routines. They start the day by replaying the same worries, frustrations, or doubts they carried with them the day before. Their mind immediately begins to run the programs of limitation, fear, or negativity that have been ingrained for years, and without realizing it, they reinforce the same patterns that hold them back. But here's the truth: your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. It only knows what you repeatedly tell it. If you want to change the way you think, feel, and act, you must start by changing the information you feed into your subconscious. The morning is the golden window to do this because your mind is primed for transformation. By intentionally choosing your thoughts and affirmations during these first few moments, you have the power to disrupt old patterns and replace them with new ones. This is why reprogramming your subconscious mind is so powerful. It doesn't require forced struggle or overwhelming effort. It simply requires consistency and intention. When you wake up and immediately affirm empowering thoughts, you're sending a signal to your subconscious mind about who you are and what you expect from your day. Instead of replaying old doubts or frustrations, you're feeding it new, uplifting beliefs that reflect the person you want to become. Over time, these new beliefs take root and start to replace the old programming that no longer serves you. This is not wishful thinking, this is how the mind works. Neuroplasticity shows us that the brain is capable of creating new neural pathways when it is given repeated, intentional input. By speaking powerful words to yourself every morning, you are literally rewiring your brain to think, feel, and behave differently. Most people underestimate how much control they have over their subconscious mind. They assume that their habits, fears, and limitations are permanent, when in reality, they are simply patterns that have been reinforced over time. The good news is that these patterns can be rewritten, and the morning is the most effective time to start this process. You don't need hours to do this. A few intentional sentences, spoken with clarity and conviction, are enough to interrupt the old programming and plant seeds for the new. The key is to speak these affirmations as if they are already true. Your subconscious mind responds to the emotions behind your words, so when you speak with belief, you create a powerful energetic shift within yourself. It doesn't matter if your current reality doesn't reflect these words yet. The mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined, it only knows what you repeatedly tell it. By affirming your new reality in the morning, you're priming your subconscious to align with these beliefs, and over time, your external world begins to reflect this internal shift. This is how you move from living by default to living by design. When you reprogram your subconscious mind, you are no longer a passenger in your life, carried along by old stories or unconscious patterns. You become the architect of your reality, the creator of your experiences. Every morning, you have a choice. You can either allow your mind to run the same old programs, or you can take control and program it with thoughts, beliefs, and intentions that align with the life you want to live. This is not a one-time action, it's a practice that compounds over time. Every morning that you intentionally reprogram your mind, you are strengthening the neural pathways that support your growth, your success, and your transformation. You are choosing to override the limitations of the past and step into a future that you have consciously created. The energy you carry into your day determines the quality of experiences you attract. And one of the most powerful ways to influence that energy is through the words you speak to yourself. Most people underestimate the impact of their self talk. They go about their mornings repeating old unconscious thoughts, thoughts of worry, frustration, or doubt, and don't even realize they are creating the energy that shapes their day. When you wake up, your mind is like a blank canvas, and the words you use become the brushstrokes. This is why it's so important to be intentional about what you say to yourself first thing in the morning. Words are not just sounds or thoughts, they carry energy, and that energy directly influences how you think, feel, and act throughout the day. When you speak empowering, uplifting words to yourself, you are not just reciting sentences, you are aligning your energy with the outcomes you desire. Everything in your life, your relationships, your work, your health, and your happiness responds to the energy you bring into it. If you begin your day with the energy of limitation, negativity, or lack, you are unintentionally sending out a signal that invites more of the same into your experience. This is because the mind and body respond to the frequency of your thoughts. When you wake up and immediately affirm positive, powerful words, you are shifting that frequency. You are interrupting the autopilot program of your mind that may have been running for years and choosing to create a new signal one that matches the life you want to experience. It's not enough to simply think positive thoughts, you must speak them with intention and belief. Speaking affirmations out loud has a unique effect on your body and mind because it engages both your focus and your physiology. Your voice creates a vibration, and that vibration resonates not only within your own energy field, but with the reality you are shaping. Your thoughts and words are creative forces. They are the foundation upon which everything else in your life is built. Most people live their lives by default, unaware of how powerful their words are. They allow their circumstances to dictate their mindset rather than using their mindset to shape their circumstances. But when you choose to speak empowering words to yourself in the morning, you are no longer a passive observer of your life. You become an active participant in creating it. The words you choose to say act as instructions to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind begins to align with those instructions. If you wake up and say, "Today is going to be an amazing day," or "I am grateful for the opportunities that are coming my way," you are setting a clear intention. You are shifting your perspective so that you begin to look for evidence that supports those words. Your mind becomes primed to notice the positive, the opportunities, and the blessings that you might otherwise overlook. This isn't just about feeling good, it's about creating a state of being that matches the life you want to live. When you speak to yourself with intention, you are influencing your thoughts, your emotions, and even the chemistry of your body. Science has shown that positive thoughts and affirmations can reduce stress, increase feelings of happiness, and improve overall well being. This happens because the brain responds to the words you speak as if they are reality. When you say empowering statements like "I am strong," "I am capable," or "I am worthy," your brain begins to release chemicals that reinforce those states of being. Over time, these words become more than just affirmations, they become your truth. It's important to remember that this practice requires consistency. Repetition is how you train the mind to accept new beliefs. Most of the thoughts and words you use throughout the day are the result of years of conditioning, so it's natural for your old patterns to try to pull you back. But when you commit to speaking empowering words to yourself every morning, you are creating new neural pathways in your brain. These pathways strengthen with time and repetition, and eventually they become the default programs that guide your thoughts and actions. You no longer have to try to be positive or motivated, it becomes who you are. The energy you speak into your day has a ripple effect that goes far beyond what you can see. It not only influences your mood and mindset, but it also impacts how you interact with others and how you respond to challenges. When you start your morning with powerful words, you are not just preparing yourself for the day, you are creating a foundation for success, peace, and growth. You are choosing to show up as the best version of yourself, and that version of you is magnetic. It attracts opportunities, connections, and experiences that align with the energy you have created. Gratitude is one of the most transformative forces you can tap into. And when you choose to express it every morning, you set the tone for an entirely different kind of day. Most people start their mornings thinking about what's missing in their lives, what they don't have, or what's wrong. Without realizing it, they are focusing their energy on lack, on scarcity, and on all the things that reinforce stress, frustration, and limitation. The problem with this is that where you place your attention is where you place your energy. When you focus on what's wrong, you are unintentionally feeding that energy and it grows. Gratitude shifts this completely. It is the practice of redirecting your focus to what you already have, what you are thankful for, and the blessings that are present in your life right now. This shift in perspective is not just a mental exercise, it has profound effects on your body, your mind, and your energy field. When you wake up in the morning and intentionally express gratitude, you are training your brain to look for the good. You are programming your mind to notice abundance instead of lack, opportunities instead of limitations, and joy instead of frustration. This happens because gratitude activates specific neural pathways in the brain that are associated with happiness and well being. When you repeatedly express gratitude, you strengthen these pathways, and over time, your brain becomes wired to notice the positive aspects of your life automatically. Science has shown that gratitude increases levels of dopamine and serotonin, which are neurotransmitters responsible for feelings of happiness, calm, and contentment. When you practice gratitude regularly, you are not just thinking differently, you are physically changing the chemistry of your brain and body. The beauty of gratitude is that it doesn't require anything external to shift your state of being. You don't need your circumstances to change, and you don't need everything in your life to be perfect to feel grateful. Gratitude is a choice, and it can be practiced in any moment, regardless of what is happening around you. By expressing gratitude first thing in the morning, you are declaring to yourself and the universe that you recognize the blessings in your life, no matter how big or small they may be. This simple act sends a powerful signal that you are not living in lack but in abundance, and that signal has a ripple effect on every aspect of your day. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your energy to a higher frequency. Gratitude is a state of being that aligns you with abundance, joy, and positivity. This is why people who practice gratitude regularly often feel happier, more optimistic, and more resilient. They are not ignoring the challenges in their lives, but they are choosing not to let those challenges define their mindset. Instead, they anchor themselves in gratitude, which creates a foundation of strength and peace that allows them to navigate difficulties more effectively. When you begin your day with gratitude, you are essentially putting yourself in an elevated emotional state before anything else has a chance to influence you. This means you are not reacting to the day, you are creating it. Gratitude also has the power to shift your perception of the people and situations in your life. When you consciously focus on what you appreciate, even in the smallest ways, you begin to see the good in others and in the world around you. This doesn't just change how you feel, it changes how you show up. You become someone who radiates positivity, and that energy is magnetic. It attracts better relationships, more meaningful experiences, and opportunities that align with your state of gratitude. It's not magic, it's the natural law of resonance. You attract what you are, and when you embody gratitude, you attract more to be grateful for. What makes gratitude so powerful is its ability to anchor you in the present moment. Most people are either living in the past, consumed by regrets, or in the future, worrying about what might happen. Gratitude brings you back to the now. It reminds you that in this moment you have something to be thankful for, and that realization grounds you in a state of peace. You stop chasing happiness somewhere in the distance and start experiencing it right here and now. This shift in focus creates a profound sense of fulfillment because you begin to realize that you already have so much to appreciate. Whether it's the air you breathe, the people you love, or the opportunities ahead, gratitude allows you to see the richness of your life that you may have been overlooking. When you express gratitude every morning, you are not just improving your mood for the day, you are rewiring your brain, aligning your energy, and creating a foundation for more abundance, joy, and peace to flow into your life. This is why gratitude is so much more than a simple exercise, it's a way of being. It trains you to approach life with an open heart. And when you live with that kind of energy, everything around you begins to shift. You experience more synchronicities, deeper connections, and a greater sense of purpose because you are no longer looking for happiness outside of yourself. You are creating it from within. Gratitude is a practice, and the more you commit to it, the more powerful it becomes. Here's the challenge I give to you: speak these 5 lines every morning for the next 7 days, not just as words, but as truths. Stand in front of the mirror. Look into your eyes. Speak them with conviction. At the end of 7 days, you'll notice something has shifted. You'll feel lighter, clearer, and more in tune with the life you want. The world doesn't change first, you do. And remember this: who you speak to every morning is who you become. Are you ready to meet that person